All right, folks, we got to talk about this new executive order from Donald J. Trump, golden turd, orange Cheeto motherfucker, because apparently he's not content just being a threat to democracy. Like now he's just trying to go full Handmaid's Tale cosplay, trying to turn the entire country into Gilead with a fucking spray tan. Trump just signed an executive order that targets sanctuary cities like Chicago, San Francisco, LA, any city that dares to show a little human decency. His threat: cut off federal funding unless they agree to become ICE's unpaid intern squad. Like, this isn't a policy. This is political extortion with a fucking red tie and early onset dementia. Like, if you don't help us hunt down brown people, you don't get money for bridges or schools. And that's not fucking leadership. It's not even law and order. It's it's a hostage situation. And the call is coming from inside the fucking White House. And let's be clear, sanctuary cities aren't hiding criminals. They're not handing out machetes and fake IDs with every library card. These are communities that are just simply saying, we're not going to act like federal jackboots just because a bloated orange sack of trauma demands it. Like, sanctuary policies are about public safety. They keep immigrant communities from fearing the cops so they can report crime, so they can work, so they can raise their kids without wondering if today's the day they get disappeared by ICE. But to Trump and his swarm of goose stepping cronies, compassion is weakness, and humanity is rebellion. If you're not pledging allegiance to the wall, you're the enemy. It's like if Homeland Security was taken over by Reddit trolls on meth. And this shit is so fucking unconstitutional too. States and cities have autonomy. It's called federalism. But suddenly the Republicans, Mr. States' rights, when it's about letting bakers discriminate or banning abortion, but now they want to roll up like it's 1865 in reverse and demand local governments become deportation hubs or lose funding. This isn't federalism. This is feudalism. You serve the king, or he cuts off your grain, your gold, or your goddamn Medicaid. All because Chicago doesn't want to play Border Patrol Barbie. And what the hell is he calling this order? He's calling it Protecting American Communities from Criminal Aliens. HACA. Criminal aliens. That sounds like a Steven Seagal movie that went straight to VHS. These people aren't criminals. They're workers. They're neighbors. They're fucking human beings. But Trump and his goons got to dehumanize them because empathy costs too much when your heart runs on bile and Big Macs. And don't think for a second that Trump came up with this bullshit on his own. No, this fascist fantasy was gift wrapped by his handlers, also known as the puppet masters behind the curtain. Stephen fucking Miller, who's still jerking off to footage of ICE raids, the Heritage Foundation, who thinks the best part of 1952 was literally everything about 1952, and private prison executives who are fucking drooling, salivating at the thought of overflowing immigrant detention centers like it's fucking Christmas at the Gulag. Because this isn't just politics, it's business. Every undocumented person rounded up as a dollar sign. Every raid, every ankle monitor, every detention bed, it's a revenue stream. This isn't about crime. This is about commerce. They turned xenophobia into a fucking business model. And they convinced most of you that it was okay and American and patriotic. It's state-sponsored kidnapping with a goddamn invoice attached. And that's exactly how fucking fascism works, right? It's not one big explosion. It's a thousand tiny erosions. Like this week it's sanctuary cities. Next week it's political opponents. Then it's drag queens, librarians, and people who pronounce espresso correctly. And the GOP, they're fucking thrilled about it. Their nipples are hard. They love this shit because nothing gets their base harder than sticking it to immigrants. Fuck healthcare, forget infrastructure, fuck literally everything else. Nah, let's just round up every undocumented person and pretend it's the second coming of Reagan. Meanwhile, your insulin costs more than your fucking mortgage does, if you're lucky enough to have a mortgage. These fuckers are turning America into a game of border patrol monopoly. Do not pass go. Go directly to a private detention center in Texas where your family will be separated and your name misspelled for eternity. And let's not forget the fucking religious nuts, the frothing and foaming at the mouth because they think Jesus would have built the wall himself if he had a hammer and a Home Depot gift card. Those Christians are out there cheering on mass deportation like it's the rapture, but only if the brown people leave first. You want to know how close we are to martial law? This is how it fucking starts. Trump's already testing how much authoritarian overreach he can get away with, threatening cities, punishing dissent, turning civil servants into fucking stormtroopers with ICE logos. This is some Gilead shit. This is the Handmaid's Tale with fewer vowels and more fast food. Because instead of blessed be the fruit, it's deported be the nanny. And now cities are left trying to decide, do we betray our residents or lose our federal funding? That's not a policy. That's a fucking shakedown. This is some mob shit. Nice city you got there. Be a shame if your public housing caught a bad budget. And let's be absolutely clear. This executive order is an assault on basic decency. It's an assault on local autonomy and the idea that human beings have inherent worth, regardless of a fucking visa stamp. It's racist. It's authoritarian. And it's about as Christian as a goddamn crucifix made of AR-15s. Fuck this order. Fuck the fascist grifters writing it. And fuck the thumb-headed traitor who signed it like a toddler with a crayon and has rage issues.